What's up, guys? Welcome back. This week I've been diving deep into programming and game development in Unreal Engine 5. I'm working on my Zero to Hero challenge where I go from absolute noob to AAA video game developer in just 1 year. Now, I'm already 1 month down, 11 months to go. Will I get there? I think I will. If you don't, or if you do, let me know in the comments below. So, let's go and I'll show you everything that I've learned in the past week. Alright, let's talk about C++. This week I tackled some easy problems on Exorcism. It's this awesome website that helps you learn different types of programming languages, and they give you these challenges to solve. And what's cool is that you can download them and work on them actually in your own editor. No restrictions, just you and your code. One of the problems I cracked was called triangle. The task was to figure out if you had a valid triangle based on the side lengths and then determine what type of triangle it was. Equilateral, isosceles, and scalene. It's been a long time since I heard those words. It was a fun exercise and really tested my logic skills. Now, here's the cherry on top. Exorcism has this incredible feature called mentors. Once you submit your solution, you can ask for someone way more experienced than yourself to guide you and give you feedback. It's like having a personal coding coach. I received some super valuable advice on my code, like improving its flow and making it way more efficient. So shout out to my mentor for being a true legend. Another problem I tackled was grains. This one was mind-boggling. Imagine a chessboard where you start off with 1 grain of rice on the first square, then on each next square, the number of the grains doubles. So it would go like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. I had to calculate how many grains there would be on any given square. It was a bit of a brain teaser, but I managed to crack it in the end. You won't believe how some of these genius coders solved it in just a few lines of code, while mine took 30 lines of code. Seriously, they're on another level. This one was especially fun because I got to look more into the different data types, like unsigned long data types, which can hold really large numbers. I also got to work around using the power method that lets you take the power of any number, like 2 squared or 10 to the 4th power. I can't speak highly enough about this Exorcism website. It's extremely high polish with great features, and I'm pumped to continue using it to get better at C++. All in all, it's been a really exciting week in C++. I really love doing these little problems, and I think that it'll be a really good benefit for me as I start coding more in Unreal Engine 5. I'm determined to keep solving more problems to sharpen my skills and land that dream job as a AAA game dev in just 1 year. Now let's dive into the world of Unreal Engine, the powerhouse game dev engine. This week, we've been getting into some seriously cool stuff. I've been working on getting objects into my game and making them come to life by moving them around the screen. It's kind of like witnessing magic right in front of me. At first, I learned how to do this all in blueprints. It's like the building blocks for creating interactive elements in the game. Then I took it up a notch and started doing it in our good old C++. It's a bit more advanced, but hey, the challenge is what I'm here for. Here's where things get interesting. I stumbled upon this thing called the sine wave. It's like a funky graph that goes up and down, creating a wave-like pattern. I used this wave to make objects move back and forth between 2 points. It was like choreographing a dance where it goes up, down, side, side. It's really fun. With the sine wave, you can create all sorts of cool effects, like objects bouncing, hovering, and I can't wait to explore more of the possibilities. Let me drop some knowledge bombs on you about macros. They're like shortcuts in coding that save you from repeating the same lines of code over and over again. Think of them as kind of like a time-saving spell. I create the macros to draw some cool things in the game, like spheres, line, dots, vectors, and then I just use them in my actual code. They make coding way easier. But that's not all. I also discovered a feature that lets me connect my code with my game engine itself. It's like having a bridge between the virtual world and the code world. Here's how it works. Let's say I write some code that controls the speed of an object's movement. I can expose that code to blueprints, which means I can tweak and adjust the speed right there in the game engine without even touching the code. It's like having the power to fine-tune the game from inside the game. When I dive into the game engine, I can see all the variables I created and easily modify them to make the game experience better. For example, if I want to change how fast an object moves, I can simply adjust the speed variable right there in the engine. It's like having a control panel for all the game mechanics. It's pretty awesome. This week, my focus was mainly on understanding how to create variables and establish the connections with the engine. It's a bit of a challenge sometimes, but with each step, I'm gaining a better understanding of how everything works together, and that's kind of the goal. I'm super excited to keep exploring Unreal Engine and unlocking its full potential. Thank you guys so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. These videos take a lot of work to put together, but it's totally worth it to me if you guys are enjoying them. If you have any topics or questions that you want answered, put them down below in the comments and I'll do my absolute best to answer all your guys' questions. And with that, that's the end of the video. So, until next week.